Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, and it's currently 53 degrees. And it's overcast. So it doesn't seem like we're going to be into the month of June shortly. But I had my eye on this Meyer lemon tree here. I noticed that since all the rain that we've been having and the cooler temperatures, that these leaves have been starting to really yellow at an accelerated pace. And I think that's an indication that the roots are too wet and too cold. So it's been a while since that citrus tree was repotted. So it could be that the bark, it's in a 5-1-1 mix. 5 parts pine bark, 1 part soil, 1 part perlite. And it could be that the bark is breaking down. So I think I want to try to repot that and maybe get it in a smaller pot too. Because that pot's starting to to break up. So you can see all the flowers on this. And when you shake it, it's for the most part, it's not dropping flowers. And I do have, in some sections, some new growth. But I was just looking here at the soil, and it's really compacted. It doesn't seem like bark anymore. And I've got this layer of roots on the top here. Seem kind of healthy, but I think, I think everything's been compact. Well, there's some flowers dropping. It's pretty dense here with the root mass, so maybe I need to do a root pruning. So here's some flush of new growth here, but already some yellowing. I wanted to do an air layer on this branch that just cuts right across through the middle, so I could remove that instead of just wasting it. Get a new tree out of it with an air layer. Speaking of air layer, is the Trevita orange tree, I think. Once again, forgot to put a tag on it. I'm pretty sure it's the Trevita air layer. And you can see this new growth, these shoots coming up. And it looks like it set this fruit here. And you can see it's really dark green. And that's in the smaller, wow, I just realized how thick this is. So that's one of the advantages of an air layer. You get a jump start on the age of the tree. It's almost as thick as, that's a couple of years old, and this here I've had this tree for longer than 5 years, easily. What's with all the sirens today? But yeah, so I think I'm going to take this out of the pot and do some root pruning and get it into some bark. Wow, that's actually, wow. I'm surprised it actually has some nice roots. Looks, but it's dry, considering all the rain. Maybe it just can't hold enough water. Look at the roots on this. Perfect. Nice roots. Huh. Maybe it's kind of dry with all the rain we've been having. This is all dry. I've been watering this too. Huh. Interesting. It's just the opposite. It's soaked on top, but it's all dry down here. Really nice roots on this. You got a lot of perlite in here. It is wet on this side. That's weird. It is compact, kind of. It's really strange combination here. Dry, wet, compact. But I don't know, the bark really, I guess it has kind of broken down maybe. There's old roots in here. Sort of has turned into peat, almost looks like peat moss. So maybe as I tease this is coming off. There is a lot of material here that is maybe not being put to use by roots in the middle here. It's kind of dry. This is just a weird combination here. I don't know what to make of this. This is definitely dry here at the top. Yeah, it's all dry. Jeez, that is weird. It's wet layer on the top, dry here, just not very even. This is just weird, and it has good roots. I don't know what to make of this. Top here is rotting. That's weird. It's around here is all wet. And it's sort of like peat moss. I wonder if that's from the original material that came with the tree, and that's what's causing the problem. Because these roots here look pretty good. It's just this couple of layers here of broken down peat. I'm just going to remove all this. I'm going to shake all this out and get a look at this. Yeah, it's original peat, I think, that came with the tree. I remember I bought this online. I think citrus is a lot more difficult to... this is like Monrovia, you know, it's the tree-shaped ones. And they're hard to find nowadays. A lot of restrictions on citrus. But these roots look good. I'm just going to tease everything out of this. I think part of the problem was this peat. This is the day to do it with this cool weather, overcast. There's a couple of rotten roots here, but for the most part, so that's what the roots look like. So you can see here, it's almost turned like into a peat consistency. The bark is broken down. And then plus they had the original peat that was around the roots from the nursery. But all the bark is sort of broken down. Okay, so I've got this Agway pine bark that I've had for a couple of years now in this barrel. And it's sort of breaking down already. But it's definitely, so I don't know if I need to add any soil to this. But I have this coarse perlite that I'll add. That's the size of it. I might add a couple of shovelfuls of dirt. So the difficulty is going to be in how to get the soil worked in around these roots. So I'll start off by putting some soil in on the bottom, and then I guess I'll just drop it through the top here and shake the tree to get the mix to work in around the roots. I'm going to add some of this citratone. That'll go on the top layer. Alright, so just going to water this in now. And I moved it over to this side of the yard where it gets morning sun first thing in the morning. And let's see if this improves. So most of the flowers stayed on, so it's not dropping flowers yet. So this is New England Gardening, repotting my improved Meyer lemon tree. And hopefully that'll correct the yellowing of the leaves here. And I think the soil that I replaced, or the mix that I replaced, this is a lot better than what it was in. But we'll find out. We'll revisit this in a month. So this is New England Gardening. Thanks for watching.